Hey guys, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I wanted to do an eye look using the first Dominique Cosmetics palette. And this is what this looks like. This is the Latte palette, and I have had it for a little while. I just haven't really used it in a good little while, so I wanted to go ahead and play with that today. Also, I am going to try and do a cut crease, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to prime the face, I'm going to be using this No Pore Plum Primer, and this is by the brand Touch and Soul. This is what it looks like. So I have actually tried it already and I did like it, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it again today. And then I'm gonna go in with this itty bitty bottle of the new Hourglass Vanish foundation that came out. This is actually a sample that I got from Sephora. I am gonna go in with my Sonia Kashuk sponge. Now, I really don't know how much of this I need, but I keep hearing that it's pretty full coverage, so I'm just going to start off with that. So I think I'm going to just leave it like that. I don't think I'm going to build it up, only because I am going to add concealer, and I add a lot of concealer. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the concealer, and I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Age Rewind, and this is in the shade Light Pale. I really do like this concealer, as you can tell. Down my nose, my forehead, above my lip, and on my chin. I'm going to blend it out. And I'm just using the same sponge as before. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is, while I'm blending out the concealer under my eyes, I'm just going to go ahead and drag it on my lid and use that as a primer for the eyeshadow. Now what you want to do for this part is you kind of want to move a little quickly. You want to go ahead and set your under eyes. So I'm just going to use the, what is this? This is the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. I'm going to go back in with the same sponge. I'm going to go under my eyes real quick. I'm going to tap my sponge in there, and I'm going to look up, and I'm just going to set it. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit for a little bit and move on to my eyeshadow. I'm just going to pick up a fluffy brush that I have, and this is a Real Techniques brush. This is a base shadow brush. That's what this looks like. And I'm going to go in with the shade Vanilla Cream. So this is more of this yellowy shade right here in the middle. And I'm just going to drag that all over my lid. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is go in with the shade Caramel, and this is the one right next to it, so it's going to be this one. No, it's going to be this one right here. This is the shade Caramel, and I'm just going in with the same brush as before, and I'm going to be putting this in the crease. So this palette is pretty pigmented, so you want to go ahead and just get a little bit at a time and then work your way up. Now I am going back and forth in windshield wiper motions and then in circular motions, just to make sure that everything is blended. You don't want to have any harsh lines. Okay, I'm going to go in with hazelnut. I'm going to go in with the same brush, or dab it in here, and then tap some of that off. And then I'm just going to work on the outer corner. I'm just going to close my eye a little bit and lightly put some on the outer corner. So I'm still going back into the crease, and then I'm also going to drag it against the lash line. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. I do like the way that that looks now. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is go in with a different brush, and this is just a blending brush, and I'm just going to blend everything together just to make sure that it's seamless. Okay, and then if you want to go ahead and add just a little bit more of that first shade in your inner corner, you can. I want it to be just a little bit darker. So I'm going to go in with this. This is just a small tapered brush. Back into that shade Caramel. And just add a little bit more on the inner corner. Actually, this isn't the best brush for that, but I'm going to use it anyway. Also, if you're wondering where I got this brush, I got it off of a pack of brushes that I found on Amazon. Okay, so next I'm going to add just a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand, the same one that I used a few minutes ago. I'm going to go ahead and use this brush. I think it's a small concealer brush. And I have just a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand, and I'm going to go ahead and clean out the inner corner of my eyes. Just add a little bit. Now I'm going all the way to the crease. So just make sure that if you do want to do this, to just go little by little. Don't put too much on your eye, because then you're just going to mess up the makeup. So go in, pack it on, and then add more as you need it. Now I'm not going to go on my full crease, I'm just going to go about halfway. I'm just going to use my ring finger to kind of pat that in. So I did mess up right above here. I have two little lines. So what I'm going to do in a little bit is just go back over with the original eyeshadow shade that we used and just fix it from there. And then again, going in with my ring finger, and I'm just going to blend that out. Let me see. So I'm going to go back into the palette and pick up the original shade that we used, which was the Vanilla Cream, which is this one down here. And this is on a Morphe M330 brush. Yeah. And I'm just going to pack that. I'm not going to swipe it. I'm just going to pack it where I put the concealer. And this is just to make sure that it keeps that color, but I'm not adding any shimmer. If I decide to later, I still can, but I don't know that I'm going to. Now, since I did only use this brush for the Vanilla Cream shade, I'm going to go in with the Caramel, the same brush, and just go above where I just put the concealer. Just to deepen it up a little bit more. And just remember to take your time, add little by little. Okay, and then I'm going to go back in with the original brush, which was the Real Techniques one, and I'm going to go back in with Hazelnut and blend this just a little bit more. Just to make sure that it's not a harsh line. I'm going to blend it out just a little bit. And don't add too much, because you don't want to just get rid of all of the concealer that you just put. You're just trying to blend it to make it look seamless. Because for me, this looks a little bit more blended. And then for this one, it's just like a harsh line. So I want it to look, you know, just a little bit blended. It gets put together. So go over that line just a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave my eyeshadow like that for now. I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes, add liner and mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, so for bronzer, I'm going to use this Too Faced. This is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and this is the Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. So it's the lighter one. So you can tell I really like it. And I'm just going to go in with this e.l.f. brush. I think this is an e.l.f. brush. I've had it forever and the name is taken off. So I'm just going to go ahead and lightly bronze my skin to bring some color back. Okay. Add a little bit more. Next, I'm going to go in with blush, and this is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade 05 Luminoso. And this is what it looks like. I've had this blush for quite a bit as well. And I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques blush brush. I'm just going on the apples of my cheeks and dragging it back a little bit. Okay, so now what I'm going to go ahead and do is blend everything and dust off the baking. And I'm going to go in with the Sonia Kashuk. This is a number 115 brush. It's just a stippling brush. And I'm going to dust off everything and then blend these two together. Just to make sure that, again, I don't have any harsh lines. The same thing on my nose. I'm going to take it out from under my eyes. Blend here. And then blend my forehead as well. So now what I'm going to do is go in with highlighter. I'm going to pick some of that up and go on the high points of my cheek. So if you see where it's glowing here, that's where I'm going to go ahead and add the highlighter on both sides, down the bridge of my nose, and on the high point of my brow. So it's going to be about right here. And this is just going to enhance that glow that you already have. I'm going to go back into the palette. I'm going to pick up the same Morphe M330 brush. I'm going to go into the caramel shade and I'm going to drag that all along my lower lash line. Actually, I forgot, I might add brown liner. Okay, so I forgot, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of brown liner at the bottom. Yeah, that's better. So what I'm going to do now is go in with an e.l.f. smudge brush. This is just what it looks like. It's a little white brush. I'm going to go back into caramel and I'm going to smoke out the bottom lash line. And I'm just going to combine it with the brown liner that I just put. Okay, and so I'm going to deepen it up a little bit more, and I'm going to go back in with the hazelnut color, which, if you remember, is this color up here, the second one that we added. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to add a little bit just to make it look pretty even. I like it. I really like the way this is looking. Now, you don't have to have this palette. If you want to do the same concept, you can. Just use any bronze that you want, really. Okay, so that's it for the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. I may need to add just a little bit more blush and bronzer so that you can see it. But in person, it's kind of a lot. Just going to add a little bit of, a little more bronzer. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Just a little bit. Okay, so that's good for the bronzer. Now what I'm going to use for my lips is this brand called Reina Rebelde. I hadn't heard of this brand before, but I do follow the girl Viva Glam K, which is her right here at the bottom. I do follow her down here. And I know that she did a collaboration with this brand. I was actually going to buy this online, but I ended up seeing it at Target. So I figured I'd go ahead and get this lip, I guess it's a lipstick. I don't know if it's like a lip balm or a lipstick. Oh, it's a color lipstick. So we'll see. Hopefully this matches. Oh, this is big. And this is in the shade Alma Desnuda. So this is what the packaging looks like. I think it's pretty cute. Let me see if it'll focus. So what the packaging looks like. And then it's just what looks like a big crayon. So it's actually really pretty. It says it's a peachy nude, which I'm sure you can tell. Let me see. Again, I don't know much of this brand. It is, oh cool, they're based out of Dallas. Woo-hoo. Ah. Oh, it's actually really pretty. It's soft. Like the color itself is soft and the formula is pretty creamy. I like it. I might need something just, oh no. Yeah, I might need something just a little bit darker. I'll go ahead and fix that a little bit later. But I do like it. So I'm just going to fix my hair and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I ended up putting in just the half lashes. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I'm kind of like, oof, because I'm not used to putting lashes on. I never really do. So I probably didn't put them on right. Eyeshadow does look better with lashes. And like I said, these are just the half. And I ended up doing the Ardell Faux Mink Wispies, which are these. Let me see. Which are these, and I just cut some of them off. But that's it. Actually, I liked it before, but I do like it a little bit better with the lashes on, I'm not gonna lie. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see something specific, please go ahead and leave me a comment down below. So please don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell for notifications. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.